about nutrition, I just need some attention here. So if you're ever gonna post anything, just the little details. Go ahead and make sure you are doing hashtag DRS Fit Challenge, not DRS Fit Challenge competition, just hashtag DRS Fit Challenge. Next thing. All right, the first thing I want to do here, and I'm gonna make it as simple as I can for you guys to understand the basics of fueling your body to feel the best. So I hear a lot of like, you know, reset, lose weight, feel healthier, learn better habits of eating. But if you really think of what you're trying to do here, just feel better overall, right? Just feel healthier, maybe have more energy, maybe not crash in the middle of your day, maybe not have to overly caffeinate so that you could continue your day. And also maybe not trying to decompress so hard because you caffeinated so much that it's so hard for you to sleep at nighttime. Or maybe you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night because it's really hard for you to go back to sleep. Or maybe you're a shift worker that needs to understand what to eat so that way you could go ahead and recover on those long days. But also, all of us, we want to look good, right? When you look at the mirror, you want to look good naked. Yes or no?
Yes.
Well, that's the truth. It's true. You want to look good naked because you're looking at yourself, but also feeling good. So what I'm going to try and give you here, and also all the entire team here, is to give you the tools for you to know when and how to utilize them according to you individually. So this is going to be all relative, individual to you, because what might work for somebody might not work for you, right? Like maybe someone has to eat 4,000 calories compared to you eating 1,800. The main thing here is about quality. So whatever you're doing right now, for the next 4 weeks, hopefully you're doing this challenge because you know it's going to change. So the main thing is going to be quality of food, timing, and relative to your lifestyle. Okay? So with that in mind, we will begin. So I want you guys to go ahead and give me, and I am using the ones that have the clip on. We're supposed to only use those for here, but these are really sharp, so I'm going to use them. All right, I want you to go ahead and shout out some of the stuff that you're looking to feel better on. Energy. Okay? Anybody else? Sleep. Who said that? Paul. Sleep. He needs it. Also, the more interactive, the better this is going to go. I promise, it'll go by quicker. Anybody else? Inflammation, who said that? Oh, thank you, Ida. Pain, which is inflammation. What else? Wow, you guys are, should we do burpees? We should do burpees. No. Should we wake up? No. All right, what else? Anybody?
Eating schedule.
Huh?
Eating schedule.
Eating schedule? Timing. Okay, one more. Give me one more.
Clothes. Fit better clothes.
Naked! Thank you! Thank you, John! Appreciate it. Oh, Celeste, you made it! Oh, she probably thinks it's a class. Maybe she'll do the Fit Challenge. Okay, guys. So with all of this, we're gonna go about our day. All right, so we're gonna talk. Can you guys see if I write here?
Yes.
All right. So this is a little graph. I'll get my big old head out of the way in a little bit. But this is your day. The way most of us are eating right now, and I can pretty much guarantee most of us, like maybe 99.8%, is we wake up, no matter what time you wake up, you may be a shift worker, you wake up, and what do you do first?
Drink water. Coffee.
Drink water, drink coffee. What else?
Go to the bathroom.
Better make your bed too. All right, but then this is your insulin levels and your time. Your insulin just goes woo because you just drank coffee. All right, and especially if you put it with sugar, then it goes even higher. Then what happens? Oh, you know, maybe I'll eat like a bagel or something. And then what happens next? What do you do?
Then you get tired because you freaking
Go back to
ate sugar.
You go back to bed? Oh, great. You go back to bed. And then when you wake up, you're like, oh, I need more coffee. All right, maybe I'll drink some water because I'm getting dehydrated and I'm getting jittery, so I'll drink some water. But then you get tired, so you'll start to crash. And then it's like, okay, maybe I'll have some lunch. What do we have for lunch? A sandwich or
Chips.
chocolate milk, chips,
Donuts.
what else? Hey, oh, before we continue, there is no judgment here. This is a safe space, so you can tell me, you can confess, you can tell me this is good. So what do we eat for lunch usually?
Sandwich.
What?
Tacos.
Tacos, donuts, what else?
Fast food.
Fast food. All right, so then we go back up. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I don't know if I'll make the 4:30 p.m. class. But maybe I'll make the 4:30 p.m. class if I do what?
Eat candy.
Drink some more coffee or eat candy or some gummy bears? I don't know. No judgment. Not pointing at anybody. All right, fine. I'll make the workout on and on and on. And then I get home and then I'm gonna snack on something because I'm making dinner. Maybe I'll have a glass of wine. That sounds perfect. Yeah, that sounds perfect while I make some dinner. Yeah. And then, you know, before bed, ice cream sounds delicious, doesn't it? Yes! I'm gonna go up. And then I'm gonna sleep and it's gonna look like this. That's how we are right now. Meaning my insulin goes up and I dropped it up and da. So in order to maintain that lifestyle every single day, we have to continue to give ourselves stimulants, whatever kind that is, or sugar, and sugar is crack. So we're gonna try to get off the crack. I know, okay? So now, what we're trying to do with this fit challenge is, we're gonna wake up, we're gonna drink our waters, we're gonna maybe put a little salt on it for some hydration. We're still gonna have coffee for those that love coffee. I love coffee, I just can't have a lot of caffeine because then I'm like, blah. But you're gonna get off the sugar. So you're still gonna go up, you must. I mean, you starting your day. But then, you're gonna give it some protein, some good fats. Maybe you're gonna, I'll tell you what to eat, but from there, maybe we're gonna level. All right, we're gonna work out, we have to go up. Or maybe you got on a call and your adrenaline just shoots up. But then what I'm gonna eat is gonna allow me to level more. So by the time I actually get to bed, I'm like, ready to sleep and stay asleep. Maybe instead of the ice cream, I'm gonna give you an option that you can have that is a little bit better. You're not gonna starve yourselves, guys. This is not how it's gonna work. It's gonna be about just having timing and better food choices to help with all of that. Okay? So then from here, I sleep and it's better. Constant. Does that make sense? You guys look all sad. You're supposed to look happy. You're gonna feel better. You guys went from like this to like.
The coffee pour out.
You can have coffee. Jenna, can you not have? Jenna loves coffee. Jenna can have coffee all day, every day, still go to sleep fine. I cannot. But same as Jay. Yes, wait. Maybe two with James too. But it's just the way you're going to balance that so that way you have better energy. Your inflammation is going to go down. So what happens with inflammation or pain is because you're always in constant high up. Like you have to have stimulants, you have to have coffee, you have to have sugar, so then you're always going to be in inflammation. Then your sleep is going to really suffer because of that, right? And your timing is going to be all over the place because you're not timing when to eat or when not to eat. Sometimes we're hungry, but we're not. We're just dehydrated. Do you guys know what gula means? Gula? I know it's in Spanish. Why would you know? But gula means like you're just craving. Like you have cravings and you're really not hungry. So when there's cravings, there has to be something that's happening in your body because why you're craving certain things. So you're usually dehydrated. I love hanging with my mom and my dad, but my mom's always has gula, right? I'm like, Mom, just drink some water. And she, oh yeah, that was better. And so just think about those little things. Also, in order to look good naked, we obviously have to work out. But also, and it's a relative, okay? It's a relative. Also, it's gonna be in the timing of your insulin because if you're always putting sugar in your body, your body's never gonna be burning those extra calories. Now, for those that are trying to gain and stay lean, then your timing is gonna be even more huge because that's how you stay tight, but you also gain muscle. Make sense? Now, if you don't know which one you are in between, everything that I'm gonna tell you today and you're gonna receive on a PDF file, if you follow that, you're still gonna get the results you need. Think of like 4 weeks of reset, like you guys said, of better timing, better sleep, and your body's gonna know the foundation of what you need for food. So this challenge could be as simple or as complex with counting calories and macros as you want. What I would suggest if it's your first one, and I always tell this to all my nutrition clients, is if it's your first one, or if you feel like you don't want to make it too complex, just focus on quality of food that I'm going to tell you, timing, and taking out maybe 1 or 2 things that you know is your crap. Now, if you've been doing this for a while and you want to get really, really specific, and you're a numbers person and you want to, then you got to meet with me very specific to tell you exactly what you're going to be hitting. Make sense? But the main thing is 4 weeks, resetting your body back to foundation. Okay, this is my new norm. And then from there you can move on. Does it make sense? Questions so far? Are you guys here with me?
Yes.
All right, since you're here with me, I want you to close your eyes. Don't fall asleep, because I fall asleep that fast. I'm a naposaurus. So close your eyes. I want to attack you, don't worry, John. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And you're gonna so my God. My body goes. Hector, there's no class today, sir. Hey, Cheryl. I didn't mean to yell in front of you guys right now.
My eyes closed.
Close your eyes, and you're gonna think of 1 or 2. No, actually, close your eyes. And what is the first food item that comes to mind right now?
Food, chocolate chip cookies.
Yell it out. Go.
Cheeseburgers.
Go, yell it.
Yeah, cheese. Ice cream. Chips. Ooh, flaming hot onions.
Okay, now close your eyes and think of a food that you crave when you try to be healthy. When you're like, oh, I've been eating like crap. I need this instead.
Chips.
Chips. You can't be the same item. It has to be different.
Lettuce.
What is it?
I don't know.
Think hard. Think hard.
Smoothies.
Protein shake.
All right, open your eyes. Ta-da!
She fixed it.
All right, so I want to do that exercise because it is really, really easy to think about something that just comes to mind that you want, right? I close my eyes, popcorn. Literally close my eyes, popcorn. It's like, I don't even have to close my eyes and know I'm about to go popcorn. Like, no. But, so fast. But as soon as I want to think of something that I want to reset, it's like, oh, well, you see, maybe chicken, maybe a smoothie, greens, I don't know, ginger shots. So, you know, you start to be like, really thinking hard. So what I'm trying to get to is think a little bit easier of good food choices. That's what I'm gonna get you to. So you're gonna know, okay, before workout, I'm gonna have this. After workout, I'm gonna have this. Simple, simple, simple. Simple is convenient, and we want convenience, right? Because who would want to be in the kitchen for 13 hours meal prepping? Raise your hand, and that's okay. Well, that's Bianca. Bianca, we know. She does 20 hours, actually. I like to do a few hours, boom, 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 and I know what I'm gonna eat for the rest of the week. And then also, if I'm actually prepping, is Wednesday, Sunday, right? But if not, just simple. I can eat the same thing every day. I don't mind. All right. So, this might want to write this down on your phone or pad. Or no one uses pencil and pen anymore.
Where am I gonna put it?
All right. So, it's gonna be here. Because all of you guys are gonna work out. So every time you're gonna do a WOD, workout of the day. All right? This is what you're gonna eat before and after. If you're trying to gain muscle, you must eat before and you must eat after. So this is your WOD. WOD. This is your pre, and this is your post. So far, so good?
Yes.
This could be 6 a.m. Well, if it's 6 a.m., don't eat before. It's fine. This could be 7:30, must eat. 9, 4:30. If you're doing the fit class at 7 a.m., if you're trying to lose, don't eat before, but after you will. If you're doing 5:30 for the fit, you must eat after. That's going to be your actual dinner, so it's going to be perfect. If you're doing 4:30, 6 p.m., doesn't matter. It works in every way. If you're doing more than a few workouts because you're trying to gain or lose, it works the same. So we're going to have some protein. That's protein. Medium carbs. It's not math, guys. You'll understand what I mean. Just write it down so you won't forget. Post-workout, you're gonna have high protein. High protein. And for those that are trying to gain, listen up, main gain, you must have high carbs. It's gonna be your high carb time. And you will know what kind of carbs because I will tell you.
Question, how far in advance of the WOD do we want to eat? And then
if you have your workout later, like 5:30 or 6, you could have it for dinner. But if not, you want to have it right away. And I'll give you the option, so why, but I just want you to write these down so that we can continue. Now, fats. I don't want you to have fats. 0 fats. Why? Because then the fat takes away from, think about you have proteins, carbs, and fat. If fat comes in, it takes away from the fat. So right now you're building and you're replenishing. If you're trying to lose, you're still gonna have high protein and baby carbs. So medium carbs, no fat. Got it? Are we all good there? Yes, no, I'm confused.
Can you repeat how many carbs? Did you say medium carbs?
If you're trying to lose, medium carbs, little carbs,
I just couldn't hear you.
high protein, the protein stays the same.
You mean no fat?
No fat for both. Questions on that? For fat? Good question. I know I was gonna catch it. Good job. For fat, if you're trying to gain, well, and that's also different. If you have not a weak stomach, but if you have a sensitive stomach that if you have fat, you're gonna be sharding all over the place in your workout, then you better not have fat. But if you do okay with fat because it allows your brain to work a little better. Was that on camera? Can you edit that out? Okay. You guys just got really red. If you need fat for your brain to, like maybe some nuts or anything like that, then yes. But I would have medium fat, I wouldn't have high fat. Unless you're having it maybe like 2-3 hours before. Make sense? So far, so good?
Yes, coach.
Okay. Now I'm gonna erase this. Actually, no, because I know someone is gonna ask. I'm gonna put it at the bottom. And I'm gonna write, actually, what you're gonna have the rest of the day according to lose or gain. Make sense? Yes. Okay, the rest of the day, if you're trying to lean out, you're gonna have high protein, medium to high fat, and very little carb. You're still gonna have carbs. Oh, no. I know, that's what. Make sense?
Yep.
Thank you, Jay. This is if you're trying to lose or stay tight. My head's in the way. Things are indoor-outdoor turf, huh? Thank you. If you're trying to gain, that's going to change. You guys, questions on this? For those that are trying to lose, before I move on, actually? No? So what would that look like? It would look like this. Let's say you work out at, give me a time.
4:30.
All right, not all of your guys' time. I'm going to do the fit. 7 a.m. fit. Great. I woke up, drank water, did my bed, brushed my teeth, came to work at 7 a.m. Post-workout, I'm gonna have good protein, a little bit of carbs, no fat. Great. Then around 12, I'm gonna have my lunch. I'm gonna have high protein, some salmon and some chicken, and I'm gonna have a little bit of, no, you're gonna have, if you're trying to lose, you're gonna have medium to high fat, so maybe some avocado, some olive oil on your salad, some nuts, some pumpkin seeds, a little bit of cheese for those that are okay with dairy. But then I'm only gonna have maybe a little bit of blueberries on my salad. Little bit means like, not like, I like to go like this actually. Okay? That's for you trying to lose. Now I'm gonna give you the same scenario for those that are trying to gain. You come at 7 a.m., before you must eat. Try that protein shake, half a banana, perfect. Trying to gain, listen up, those are trying to gain. Post-workout, high protein. You're gonna have at least 60 grams of protein. Then your carb is gonna be high. So you're gonna have, I'm telling you what I have, but you can have different stuff. You can have 2 bananas, you can have 2 cups of oatmeal, and then you're not gonna have fat. Now, this is the simple way. There's a lot more advanced of how to go about this, but I'm giving you simple techniques for you guys to apply. Make sense? Then, at 12, instead of a salad and salmon and a little bit of cheese, I'm gonna have a huge ass omelet with turkey bacon, avocado, and some spinach and bell pepper and onions, and probably a cup of rice and fresh orange juice, and that means I'm gaining. You see the difference? So when you think that's healthy, it is, but now I'm giving you high caloric stuff. I give you all clean stuff, right? Omelet, eggs, spinach, pepper, onions, orange juice, blueberries, rice. You were like, oh, that's pretty healthy. Yes, but it's high calorie. So if I'm trying to gain, if not, quantities, okay? So that's gonna be the rest of your day. Before you go to bed, everybody, you're gonna have high protein, bedtime, high protein or medium, it's up to you, depends how you're gonna have the rest of your day, and then you're gonna have high fat for sleepy time. Sleepy time. Why? Because to go to bed, you don't need energy. Unless you're doing extracurricular activities like work. You guys were all nasty. Like work. Nasty. I was thinking if you're a shift worker, okay? You don't need any energy. You need to be able to keep your muscle, and you need to be able to sleepy time. That's gonna allow for you to decompress without having to take all these different things to decompress and sleep really nicely.
What's an example of something you would eat before bed?
So, an example of a meal or a snack?
Well, before bedtime, like, I don't know.
Before bedtime, let's say who craves something before you go to bed? Exactly, all of us. What time? Like an hour before bed? 2? Okay. And then maybe, 5 minutes before bed? So a great snack, I've told, where's Cheryl? Cheryl, I was over there. She had a great snack before, and I substituted with something better. But check it out. Who likes Greek yogurt? I don't like it because, who likes it? I don't like it unless I put something, but I eat it because it's good for me, right? So you can have 2% or 5%, depends of where you are in your journey. I will have a 5% because I need high fat. And then I would add a protein shake, a protein scoop. I swirl it. I put either the chocolate or the vanilla. We have great ones here. And then I put a little bit of coconut flakes. And I put a little bit of blueberries. Don't put the blueberries if you're not trying to gain. But I put the blueberries. And then I freeze it for like 10 minutes while I go do something, maybe fold my clothes or blah, blah, blah. Then I bring it out. You guys want it right now, right? Bring it out, and then I eat it. And it's delicious. High protein, high fat. Makes me go to bed like a baby. I still go to bed like a baby, but that helps. If you're trying to gain, instead of the protein shake and protein scoop that we have that is whey, I use casein protein instead. Casein protein compared to whey, casein is a slow absorbing protein. So it's gonna slowly absorb while I'm sleeping, so I'm not burning while I'm sleeping. Because I wake up and it's like, I burn like 5 pounds. Like sometimes these things that says that I'm burning like 800 calories in my sleep. And I swear I don't do burpees or move. So if you're trying to lose, you would have the whey protein because it's fast absorbing. So when you fast absorb it, then now through your sleep cycle, you're burning. And if you're trying to burn even more, make your room a little colder, then put a lot of clothes on, and you burn even more. So far, so good? Yeah. All right. Make sure you have that written down, and you have that with numbers. Okay. Picture? Anyone needs a picture of that? No. Okay.
Coach,
Yes.
if you're trying to build, what are your thoughts on creatine?
Creatine, yes. Creatine is great for a lot of different things. A lot of people think that creatine is just good to build muscle and to get big and stuff like that. It's not. It helps with your nervous system. It helps you replenish, especially if you have a lot of focused work. It's great to have post-workouts or before you're gonna do something that you need to be a little bit more alert. Like, there goes my creatine and water because I dropped it, but it was in there. And you can just mix it with stuff. Now, if you're trying to really get lean, I wouldn't recommend it because it does bring some weight up. But eventually, like, think of your journey. This is your first 4 weeks, right? Let's say you keep it going. You have a little break in between. And then you add another 4 weeks. Okay, now you can get a little bit more specific. Or a little break, and on and on and on. And then you build on years like that where your body just knows. Your body just knows. Like my first ever, it was a paleo challenge actually. I went straight out paleo. My body was in shock for the first 2 weeks. I was like, ugh. And then I was like, oh. But I cut out a lot of stuff, and then you just kind of build. You have different layers of nutrition for your body. Just think of like Krav or CrossFit. If you've been doing it for a few years, think about your first week, and then your first month, and your first year. And then, oh, we're getting your small shirt by the way. And then on and on and on and on. And now you're on year 8, year 10, year 12. You're like, oh wow, I'm a whole different person than I was before. So don't get overwhelmed. Just think 4 weeks of quality, and then from there you can get more complex and specific. Any other questions?
It's not really a question, but I always struggle getting enough fat in, so maybe give some examples of good fats.
What is it that you struggle with? Like
Just getting enough macros of fat per day.
Sure, you want to share that? She's very good at that. What are good fats? Because she's on high fat, high protein.
Oils, healthy oils like olive oil, avocado oil. Nuts have good fats. Avocados. Cheese has lots of good fats.
We'll get there, cheese.
I mean, I do like my cheese. It's a really good bump in fats. If I'm low on fat, I'll eat cheese because I don't have a problem digesting it. Butter, like when you cook. I said avocado, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, coconut is a really good one.
Sometimes when you need high fat, macadamia nuts.
Oh yes.
So macadamia nuts, we can go like this, right? You know how much fat one little macadamia sucker is? A high fat. So if you ever are in a rush and you're like, oh my God, I need to have quick lunch. Wait a second. Let me grab some chicken, 3 or 4 macadamia nuts, a little bit of a salad, boom. You'll have a high fat bomb and a high protein. It's simple like that. You have a
Nut butter.
nut butter, yeah.
And then I like to put a few macadamia nuts. Well, I always use my scale to weigh, so like 15 to 20 grams. So I don't, it's like 6 or 8 nuts in the yogurt. Yeah, with the coconut flakes, and that's a really good fat.
Yeah, that really works, guys, because the high fat on the macadamia nuts are a great, efficient way to get them if you're not trying to eat bulk. I like to eat bulk, but if you're not trying to eat bulk, then those will be good. And don't worry about what to eat right now, because you guys are looking at me like, what am I going to eat? I'm gonna tell you what to eat, and I'm also gonna send you the PDF file, 13 pages that you can read and that give you some James, you're like this. I'm like, I know you're upset, James. What? That I'm giving you a lot of options on protein, carbs, and fat. So let's talk about that real quick. We have 3 macronutrients. I'm not gonna go into the entire science because this will be a whole 6-month lecture. 3 macronutrients: your protein, your carbs, and your fats. Carbs are not bad. Let's say that again. Carbs are not bad.
Carbs are not bad.
Okay, say yes. Say that loud. You're welcome. Carbs are not bad. It's all about timing and what are you using these for. So every time you're gonna hear me say, when you're about to pick up something and you're about to put it in your mouth, is this serving you a purpose? And what is this purpose for? You have to know when you're eating something. And if you know you're gonna go and eat something that is yummy and you don't even care about, then that's okay too. No regrets. I don't want you to feel guilty on having food. It's gonna be all about balance. So if I like popcorn, because I can refill a whole large and like eat it, refill it again. Yeah, follow me, okay? If you can do that, I would be fine. No regrets. But if I'm going into something else and I'm like, okay, these 2 bananas and this is gonna be purpose for this. So if there's no purpose of you eating something, maybe in this challenge, just put it back. I'll see you later, you know?
See you in 4 weeks.
See you in 4 weeks. All right? So just know your purpose. So protein. Everybody here, whatever you weigh in, which you know your paper, that's the only one that I want you to keep track of. That's the grams of protein you're gonna have per day, which is gonna be a lot for some of you guys that are on the heavier side. So as you go down in weight, you'll have less and less. But believe me, let's say I'm gonna put a number, I'm 200 pounds, I wish. 200 pounds, I'm gonna have 200 grams of protein per day. Not per serving, because you will. Per day. Usually I'm probably not gonna get to 200, right? I'm probably gonna get to 180, 190, because that's just how it works in life, unless you are measuring. And again, simple for right now. If you're measuring, we'll talk soon. Make sense? Carbs. Carbs, when are you gonna have them?
Before or after workout?
Thank you, Coach Ed. Thank you, Coach Cheryl. This is where you're gonna have your carbs. If you're gonna load up on carbs, you're gonna do it before and after. If you're gaining, you freaking load it up in every meal, because you're gaining, it's different. But if you're trying to lose your carb time, this is your workout around your workout. Make sense? Yes. So if you wanna have your fruit, if you wanna have something that you like, just put it before and after your workout, you'll be fine. What's up, Lisa? Share with us. What's your carb?
She said she wished she was gaining instead of
I know. Hey, but check it out. Eventually you can turn it around where you will be in the gaining category, right? For muscle. So you just gotta get yourself into where you wanna be a little bit, and then again, you get another slab of nutrition, another slab. Make sense? All right, fats. If you are gaining, your fats are not gonna be super high because you cannot have high fat, high carb, high protein, and you're just gonna gain fat. You don't want that, you wanna gain muscle. So your fats are gonna be sprinkled throughout the day. Just make sure you get your fats for your brain. Okay, if you're losing, your fat and protein is gonna be your highest intake, and your carbs are only gonna be around your workouts. Okay? Make sure you are having carbs. Because if you don't, first, you'll feel like, and then second, you're not gonna have that energy that you need to replenish post-workouts. Again, carbs are not bad, it's just gonna be timing. Do we have carbs before bed? No. That should be a no-no right away. It depends on your goals, but most for right now, keeping it simple, no. Questions? No questions? Okay. I'll get you water.
For the carb intake, for dinner, what's the time frame, like when you sleep and when you should stop that?
Yeah, so if you're doing like a 6 p.m. class per se, and then you go to bed at what time?
Well, I usually do the 4:30, so.
4:30. So, and what time you go to bed?
9.
9. Oh, that's nice. It's really nice. So she wakes up at what time? 3:30?
I get up at 3:30 or 4.
4. Yes, good job. Go to bed at 8:45. So then you do the 4:30 class. You will be okay having your carbs in during your dinner. Her. Because she's going to bed at 9, she wakes up at 4:30, and she's also in a different category. But someone else, per se, you're trying to really lose, just maybe have it right after the workout here, maybe, like an apple or like half a banana. And then during your meal for dinner, don't have carbs, just have your protein and your fat. Okay? Walter?
Cheat days?
Cheat days. Someone actually had to ask. I was like waiting for people to say, so what don't we don't need? Or what don't we don't need? Cheat days. Well, honestly, that's going to be up to you guys. Because I'm not here to tell you what to do in terms of that. Everyone's looking at me very focused now. Everyone's so focused now. So think about this. How many meals a week?
21.
Good job, athlete. 21 meals.
I didn't get to spare.
Bye, Grace becoming, bye. So, if you think of 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, 7 times 3 is 21. 3 meals a day sounds really little for some, and sounds a lot for others, right? So what I want you to think about is what you're gonna be the most comfortable for this challenge. It is a challenge for a reason, for you to reset. So if you wanna go no cheating days, that's up to you. If you wanna have some balance and do maybe 19 out of the 21 good days, then that's up to you. If you wanna do 3 out of 21, 3 good ones and the rest cheating, that's gonna be up to you, but just know what you put in is what you get out. Regardless though, I can tell you this, that you're probably already gonna be in the winning side for yourself and a better mindset for food, regardless of how you choose to go about this challenge, because you will have some tools that I'm gonna give you in your mindset, and just you'll learn, you already learned right now today, timing. Who had never heard that before? Some of you guys, right? Like, oh, should I have this and this before, da, 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 da. And it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle that I want you to feel comfortable with so that you could follow it. Let's say after 4 weeks, let's say in 3 months, oh, I need to reset. I get some texts like, oh, coach, I remember when you said this. Yeah, just do this and then you get back on it, right? You're 1 meal away from getting back on track, 1 workout away from getting back on track. So, getting back to your answer, that was a long answer, but cheat days is gonna be up to you. Just remember, if you choose to have this that has no purpose and you're okay with it, that's fine. I don't want you to be feeling guilty and carrying that guilt and then the next guilt and then you're like, no, I don't care. All right, that's gonna be a lot. Try to keep 10 like this, you just can't. All right, it's gonna be okay. If you choose to do that, that's totally fine. Now there are some rules and regulations of this challenge. Since he asked, I gotta get there now. There are no-nos if you would like to be as strict as you want to. I will tell you, and then you choose. Who cannot have dairy here? Oh, everyone can have dairy? You're vegan. Vegan. Anyone else vegan?
Not vegan.
Just
Iffy on dairy.
iffy. If you're trying to lose, guys, I would say there's few no's. Don't look at me like that. I can feel it already. Don't look at me. No dairy. If you're trying to, I'm just giving you the option you choose. I'm gonna be dairy. No dairy, no alcohol, no sugars and flours. This is where it gets a little tense. This is where I start to feel the room a little tense now. This is where I start to get those stares like.
Is vodka alcohol?
Vodka is water, sir. I'm just kidding.
Just call it potato.
Potato starch. Oh darn. Better have it post-workout. So those are your no-nos. You choose what you do with them. You want me to repeat? Yeah. No sugars, no flours. Meaning all the crap, right? No alcohol, no dairy. Now, cookies are part of sugar and flours. Now, listen up. So chocolate milk. So,
Sorry.
all right, check it out. In the PDF that I sent you, if you're crazy with numbers, there is a way you could. Let's just say you go out and you have your anniversary dinner. I don't know, something, and you're gonna have some drinks. Fine, be okay with it. Remember, the next day, just get back on it. But if you continue on and on and on, then you're really gonna lose on what the challenge is all about. Okay, but no guilt, no regrets. I don't want anyone to not have fun in this challenge. The main thing is having fun and understanding that it is okay to have balance. Yes.
With this is a know thyself moment. So if you're someone who's been building on this for years and years and years, and one meal's never going to deter you, and you've already really established that lifestyle, you know that about yourself. If you are not that person, I would highly encourage you to go for the 4 weeks so that you can lay that concrete, set that foundation. So this is a little bit of a gut check moment, I think, but I wouldn't encourage you to have in the back of your mind like, okay, I'm going to be the cheat day person, right? It's like, if you need this to really set something for yourself, do it for yourself. That's why you're here. That's why you raised your hand and said, I'm going to do this. So, and you can do it. We believe in you. You know, we can do it. We're all in this together. So we're never going to tell you what to do, but I would encourage you to at least decide what you're going to do and then stick to it. Make that contract with yourself and then do it for you, because you're not doing this for anybody else. Nobody else cares about the things that you said you're doing this for, right? It's for you. So that would be my little 2 cents.
What you just said, a contract with yourself. It's yourself. We're here to support you and guide you, and you're gonna have a team and a captain, but within yourself. And it's okay. Whatever your contract's gonna be, no judgment. I'll get you back, Paul. Cheryl.
I would say going along with that if you do make that contract with yourself and you say you're gonna go all in, and you're an all or nothing person, because there's people like that are like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and something happens where you get off track for a day or a meal, to not let that derail your whole experience, because that can happen too, where you're like, well, I already blew it, so it doesn't even matter anymore, because in the long run, one meal that is a whoopsies is not even gonna make a difference in your progress.
Do your protein intake, does it change as your weight changes? Or
Your protein total, yes. But right now, because unless you're measuring, and only a few of you guys probably will do that, is aim for that grams of body weight. Because not everyone's probably gonna hit. But if you know your weight right now, so yes, try to hit that.
right? So
It will change. So in 4 weeks, losing 10 pounds, 20 pounds, that means less 20 grams of protein. I want to share something with you guys. I've been doing this for quite a bit, a few days. But I've seen some transformations in 4 weeks. Amazing transformations. And I don't mean just people that have a lot to lose, but I mean the entire spectrum of people. I've seen in 4 weeks, when we used to do body fat scans and stuff, but I've seen 5 pounds of body fat percentage drop and 7 pounds of muscle up in 4 weeks, because they were so dialed in and they changed their life and their mental and everything. So I know we talked about energy, sleep, naked, timing, all that stuff, but if you really dial back into just the little things like more energy, sexual drive, clearer skin, right? Just mental clarity, where you're able to just have more focus, less fogginess, and just happier overall, the food that you put in your body and the purpose that it's for, you will feel the difference. And please raise your hand if you felt that through the challenge and with the stuff that we've done before. You get to attack the day in a lot better mindset, because you have that empowerment, knowing that you're putting stuff in your body that it deserves. Because when you do the workout sometimes, man, you're breaking down your body, so now you gotta build it with food, right? That is what it's supposed to be doing. And if you never felt that before, like Coach Jenna said, if you never felt those feelings, you won't know until you actually feel it, so that you know what to compare to. It's huge, it's huge, it's huge, it's huge. On it, anything else? Any other questions? Wow, this group has the least questions of each year. I like it. I mean, I like questions though.
We're ready to test.
What?
We're ready
We're ready to test. One thing that I did have someone that is not here that made up the workouts. We have like, I don't know, 20 more people that are not here that already made it up due to family stuff and work. But they did ask, what are they supposed to expect from this? And just pretty much think of 4 weeks. I said it before, but 4 weeks. Once I'm done with all of this and I reconcile everything, I will be sending out an email test first, because I always get those funny emails coming back. And then I'll send a real test with the PDF file and with your teams, team numbers and team captain that you're going to be part of. This is an individual competition, but it is a team oriented, because that's who we are here. So if you will see on the file, you'll see the first name at the top and then the rest of the team members, including yours, in different teams. The first person at the top is going to be your captain within that person. So that captain is going to reach out to you, either email, probably most likely, and then a group text, or how they want to go about it. And they have been picked because they either done the Fit Challenge for me for a long time with me, or they're one of my coaches, which, by the way, give it up to my coaches. I don't make them do this, guys. They want to, right? They want to. It's great. It's a huge, all of us are doing it. All of us are doing it. So that's what you're expecting on that email. And then within that email, every week, I'm going to check in with the video, with the link, private, just for you guys to click for YouTube and kind of follow along with that. And again, with the Facebook stuff. So that's what you're expecting in the next week or so. Actually, less than a week. Cool?
Cute.
All right. Any other questions? Sure?
We're doing the thing this year, the fitness challenge.
That's if you want to do it. Yes, it's going to be individually, but we're not going to do it as a group. It's going to be more simple.
What are the awards?
Oh, prizes are cash prizes, nutrition council in private,